Hi, how are you guys? I'm here with Pearl Mackie and Michelle Gomez of Doctor Who. Welcome to San Diego.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But this is, Michelle, this is not your first trip to San Diego, correct? You've been here before.
I was here before, yes. This is my second trip.
What's it like being at Comic-Con now that, Missy is somewhere else in the Whoverse?
Oh, that hasn't quite sunk in yet. I'm still making my journey to the other side. So.
Oh, it's not a little bit sad, though? It's not like...
Yes, it's deeply sad. I'm traumatized. Devastated. But that's how it should be, Nothing stays the same, and it's time to move on to bigger and better things.
And Pearl, is this your first time at Comic-Con or second?
This is my first time at San Diego Comic-Con, yeah.
How's it going for you?
It's pretty epic here, isn't it? It's amazing. There's so many people around. It's crazy. Just like big stands and stuff. This is this is really early on in the Comic-Con experience for us, but for me. But yeah, it's cool.
Can I just rewind slightly, so just in case you didn't get the joke, because I just need to underline that there is no bigger or better than Doctor Who. So I wasn't sure whether that read or not, but I need to underline that now with a great big enormous black
big red
marker of gratitude.
Now it's good. That's funny.
Got it.
Have you guys seen any Missy or Bill Potts cosplayers?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
No, I haven't seen any at all. There's a lot of Missy. No, I haven't.
Well, it's a real complicated costume. I mean, that takes a lot of commitment and dedication.
I know. There's a lot of...
corsetry.
Corsetry, that's right. I didn't get that waist for nothing. I just don't possess one. But there's a lot of seamstress, a lot of tailor work in there.
Now,
it's not like this one. You just threw a great big white plastic bag over herself, and all of a sudden she was a Mondasian Cyberman.
I know that was pretty straightforward, actually,
yes,
as changes go.
Now, Pearl, where do you think Bill is right now in the Whoverse?
She's right here.
She's right here.
Sit here, man.
She's me.
Man, that's
I know it's not fair to spoilers, but I'd love to know, just personally, where would you like to see her right now? What sort of journeys and adventures is she having?
On a cruise ship.
Yeah, she's entertaining people on a space cruise ship.
Playing
With
bridge.
her and Heather are double act.
Who's Heather?
Heather.
Who's Heather?
Heather rescued her at the end of the series.
Oh,
Off with Heather.
Christ.
Puddle Girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Do you I only read my pages.
I didn't watch that. I just watched my bits.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
And Michelle, when
Who's Heather?
who's Heather?
Remember that? She was really wet. She really
Does
wet,
she?
dripping the whole time.
She was dripping.
Really,
She was
really wet.
Sodden.
Stephanie Hyam, bless her. Poor thing.
Michelle,
Yeah.
when you were first cast as Missy, did you feel like this journey that you've been on with this character, do you feel like you could have seen where she was going to go in your life as an actor and as a character?
I knew that it was a big deal because I'm a big Doctor Who fan. So for me to be offered the Master it still hasn't really sunk in, to be honest. I'm really, really proud of it. I had no idea what that journey was going to be, obviously, because it was the unknown. But what I did know was that Stephen Moffat possesses a ridiculous brain, one that is not human. It's all seeing and all hearing and phenomenal. So I knew I was going to be in for a ride, and I was really, really excited.
And what was it like, because you had the opportunity to act alongside another actor being the Master, what was it like watching another actor encompass your character?
Be me.
Yes,
me,
be
be
you.
me. Me, love me. Me. Yeah, that was a lot of me in there. And in the shape of John Sim. So not at all bad. It was ridiculous. It was kind of odd and a bit wrong at times. Very wrong, actually, when she...
Very Doctor Who.
Very Doctor Who. But it was an acting challenge that I think John and I really rose to and really embraced, being one. We two being one are it. Little John Dunn for you there.
Did you give him notes? Did you give him notes?
Nice.
You're like, we don't do that anymore. The Master doesn't do that
No, there was
anymore.
no notes. No notes to give. Not to John. He's quite fabulous. No, we just fell into sync immediately and had a lot of fun.
Now, as a fan, I have to ask, is there any chance we're going to see you guys in the Christmas special that's coming?
No. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's not happening. It's just not happening.
It's just not happening at all.
It's just not
But I mean,
happening.
crazier things have happened.
Of course.
Crazy things have happened.
Yes, but not that.
And then also, what did you guys think about the announcement of Jodie Whittaker as the new female Doctor?
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Well, I'm really
cool.
excited because I know Jodie as being a wonderful actress. She's phenomenal. So we're in for a really good season coming up, and an entirely different energy to Peter, who I didn't think you could top Peter. Obviously, he will always be my Doctor. But in terms of bringing something new and a fresh energy, it's you could look no further for a better choice. She's fantastic.
Well, you guys, both of your characters broke barriers in the Whoverse. Bill was the first openly gay character. You were the first female master. What was that like as an actress in that universe, breaking those sort of boundaries for women and actors?
I mean, I personally didn't think about it as such whilst I was playing it. I mean, I kind of wasn't like, oh, well, how would Bill react to this as a gay person? I was kind of like, just how would Bill react to this as a person?
As a human person.
Yeah, and I think that's, I think the character and the, being the companion on Doctor Who is a big enough thing to kind of, it's a big enough challenge to try and rise to. So I don't think, I do think representation is important, and I think it's great that Bill was the first openly gay companion, but it didn't go into my acting journey for her because, I mean, I don't think there's any. How could it?
People are people.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that you're talking to two British actors because we don't really have process. we don't have process discussions. We literally just kind of turn up and do it. We turn up, say it, and go. And similarly, it wouldn't serve me to take on that mantle of what had gone before. It would probably overwhelm me and close me down. So I tend to work without thought at all times, and hope that on the day something catches and something works. And of course we have these incredible scripts, so there really isn't that much more for us to do. It's all on the page.
It really is.
And we just have to,
with Stephen's writing, it's just all there.
We just have to lift it a little.
How do you think your characters would react to the first time meeting Jodie's version of the Doctor?
Well, I think Missy would crush her to death. I don't know.
I think Bill might have a crush on her.
There'd be a lot of crushing. Crushed and crushing, yes.
Well, Pearl, I'm really interested, how has being a part of the Whoverse changed your life in the UK or anywhere else? What is it open doors, closed doors? Like, can you go outside?
Definitely hasn't closed any doors. No, absolutely no doors closed. Yeah, I know I can go outside. Sometimes people talk to me on the street a bit more, but they're all very nice, and it's been very positive. And sometimes I get little kids like coming up to me and absolutely like freaking out because they love Bill so much, and that's just the most amazing feeling in the world. So yeah, I think it's amazing. I'm very happy with all the open doors.
Michelle, you've lived with the Who fans for a long time. How are they just a part of your life now, or?
A school drop-off and pick-up is interesting sometimes as the master goes and drops her kid off. But I think like now, because it's 3 years in, I'm still really grateful and blown away by the love, actually. I've only had positive responses, and I've done a few conventions now, and I've always been really touched. More than anything, I'm kind of touched by how important it is to people, and how much it gives them, and what we do. I know this sounds so corny and cliche, but some of the stuff we do does inspire kids to go and do something or try something out or forget who they are for a minute and change their narrative about who they think they are. And if you can do it, I can do it. And I know Missy's had that. She's sort of encouraged or sort of kind of transgender communities really kind of scooped me up, and that's been wonderful. It's been really inspiring to me, actually. I'm very, very grateful.
Now that you've both had a little bit of space from it, not a lot, but a little.
A couple of weeks.
What happens when you hear the whirring of the TARDIS as a human?
Oh my God.
Wow, that's a good question.
Did you I got the Bluetooth TARDIS speaker thing.
What?
I did.
Where
Yes,
did you get this? I did not.
I don't
get
know.
Like I want one of them.
One conventions, but every single morning I get the as my Bluetooth syncs up with my phone.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Love me. Yeah.
That's actually brilliant.
It's really great.
I
So
want that.
you have it every day.
Yes, I have it every day. Yes.
And Pearl, you? Do you hear it?
I just,
You're going to.
I'm going to hear it every day. I need to get me one of those like right now.
It's kind of creepy,
That's-
but it's kind of good.
I love it.
Okay, good. No flap sweats or like anything like that. It's full all positivity.
Flap sweats.
Flop sweat.
Flop, not flop. Flop sweat. It's an American thing.
Oh,
American. It's
Sorry.
American.
Apologies.
Your flop sweat.
You were like, I don't know. Well,
I don't know what that is. But no, it's a it's
Are you
little-
sweaty? She's asking you, do you perspire a lot when you're nervous?
does it make you
actually
nervous or
not. I think
excited
I'm
or
sweating
happy?
She's sweating now.
Well, that is actually my favorite question to ask casts that come over to California. Is there anything you guys like to do when you're out here? Are you can hit any time at all for yourselves?
I like the sun.
Yes.
I got a
novelty.
little bit sunburned yesterday because I
Overdid
am
it.
stupid.
that big thing in the sky.
That big old one. Yep,
the
it's a
sun.
lot closer over here, isn't it?
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. You guys have been
Thank
so
you.
gracious with your time.
Oh,
Thank you
not
so
at
much
all.
for joining
Delighted
us.
to be here. Thank you.